we'll start recording. All 4 people gone. All 4. We have 4. I started it and we have 4 immediately, and I was really excited. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess I'll know from now on to have stuff like running before I start messing. Before I go live. But how's everybody doing? How's chat? Oh, people coming back. I just got back from the doctor. Oh shoot, wrong save. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Banjo. I just got back from the doctor, which was so much fun. And the lady was like, I don't know if you have a sty or you have pink eye. I'm not sure. She's like, well, I'm going to send you over some stuff, and hopefully in a couple days you'll be better. I was like, yeah, sure as hell hope so. So, I guess we'll have to see about that. But she sent some, I don't even know, it's not medication, but, you know, like eye drops and stuff. So I gotta go pick that up in like an hour or so. But I said, what am I gonna do for the next hour? And I was like, you know, I was really enjoying playing banjo. So, like, you know, we'll just do that some, and we'll see how that goes. And then I was like this, and then I said this, and then that's how every conversation goes. The commentary will eventually get better. Eventually. I'm not sure what happened to the one guy that was watching pretty regularly. Oh wait, I think I already did this, right? I already picked this up. Yeah, I picked that up. So I missed something somewhere else, right? No, free. No. We got everything at this point. Last night I was so distracted with everything else I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah. So freeze easy. I just have the 1, so now we get to go to the desert. Gobi's Valley. Oh shoot, I did not mean to just smack the shit out of my mic. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about moving the mic again, because it's in a really good spot right now. But it's just not how I want it. Like, I want to sit more in front of the TV, and I'm not really getting that. There's no way to do it unless I get a second mic, you know. Have one in front of the TV and then one... Oh, I remember what we gotta do. Okay, I remember why I was, like, fed up last night. But I've been debating on getting, like, a Blue Yeti, because... Not that this mic is bad, but, I mean, Blue Yeti is a pretty standard, good microphone that does really well. Has a lot of settings. But they're a little expensive. They're not too bad, honestly. Especially now. I was looking at prices. They're not too horrible, but I don't know if I really want to go spend that kind of money on a microphone at the moment. Honestly, the only time people complain about microphones is when you obviously have enough viewers to be like, hey, you should have a better microphone. You know? How long did it take PewDiePie to get a better mic? Was that like his thing? No, he had the camera. That was his haha funny for years, was that he had a shitty camera. I've thought about doing like a webcam. I have old phones that have pretty decent cameras. I thought about getting, I don't have it with me, but I have a family old, like, tape recorder. So, like one of those really old cameras that you have to use, like, little tapes. Anyways, I thought that would be really funny to hook up through like composite and just have like kind of shitty quality. Because it's not like horrible, it just looks very nostalgic in a weird way. Hey, you're off. So. Come on, Mumbo. Manaka. You know, I just realized that's the sound they used in Nuts and Bolts. That's why it always sounded off to me. That's what it is. At the beginning of the game, when it's like they're like, okay, we're gonna do a new collectathon, and you versus Gruntilda, and y'all are running around, and then Lago's like, hey, actually, this is dumb, right? That's the sound. Is the ba-da-ba-da-bop, ba-da-ba-da-bop. That's the health pickup. I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Oh, Mumbo. There's a Mumbo behind there. Where? Eek-a-book. Sometimes the Mumbo tokens are better hidden than some of the other collectibles in this game. Susie says she's fine with me. If you go home, I'll set her free. Did she now? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Yeah. Stop stumbling for roses. Yeah, I finally did. I actually did that this morning. I was laying in bed and I was like, you know what? I should do it. It was going to be Stumblyn with 2 N's at the end. And then somebody on YouTube already has that. I should probably coding blue. Yeah. We're good. But somebody, not that there's a channel with Stumblyn, but somebody already had it as like a, because YouTube has the @ and it really bothers me to have like numbers in my @ on YouTube, because they randomly did that to me back when it was still Stumble Rose, and I could fix it just fine, but I was like, man, you know. So I went on Discord and I changed the Discord name, I changed the YouTube name, I changed the Twitch name. I'm probably sometime today or tomorrow, I'm gonna set up a new email and have everything secure and hooked up correctly, and that's all going to be connected, so everything should be good. But yeah, it's Stumblyn. I think that rolls off the tongue a lot better, and having the 1 N, probably like in hindsight of like a couple hours ago, as I'm complaining about my site, it's probably better. You know, Stumblyn, it's easier to remember than having to remember, oh yeah, he has 2 N's at the end of his username. Offer my promotion. Oh, good. We love when chatbots gets in there. Right to it. How do you? We have our first ban, chat. Congrats, we have our first ban. But hey, Chris, it's really good to see you back, because I hadn't seen you in a couple days, and I was like, man, I bet he just disappeared. He doesn't want to be here no more. Tell you what, though, I did get a PS1 memory card. Oh yeah, it's Crash 2 time, baby. Maybe today. I don't know exactly when I'll do it, but I'll definitely wait for you to be here before I just go and do that. But yeah, it's almost Crash 2 time. I also dug out an old PS1 the other day and found out that it works apparently. Because I don't even know how I acquired them, but I have 3 PS1s right now. I have like a Model 2 and a Model 3, and then whatever the small white one is. Yeah, buddy, what you guys say? Don't care. But I was like, you know, I bet this one has a working disk drive, and I bet the other one, because the other one just, I thought didn't turn on. But I plugged it in, and it worked. So I was trying to see which one worked and which one had the broken disk drive. And they both work, just one of them doesn't have, like, a working disk drive. So I was like, oh, well, I don't have to do anything, I guess. Now, I don't know if, like, maybe there was something else wrong with it. It's been a long time since I've goofed off with them. But seemingly it worked. It read the disc. I played the game for a little bit. And it all worked. So I was like, you know, as much as I like the HD look that the PS2 kind of gives with the thing, I think I may prefer to just have like get some component cables for a PS1. I haven't decided on that though. Although I actually don't know if there's any real difference between PS1 and PS2. I just like the OS. I think the OS is pretty cool. Oh no. I'm playing through the original Crash games. I played some Crash 1 today. Heck yeah. I don't have Crash 1. I think I only have the second one. But I guess we did talk about it last time. I could technically play the remastered trilogy. Just, you know. I think Crash 1's expensive now. For some reason, that one's just gone up in price. I was looking at Hey, that tickles. But yeah, I don't know how long I'll stream for right now, because I do have to go pick up my eye drop stuff, which won't be fun. Because I got into Walmart yesterday to get some eye drops. I got like allergy relief and stuff, and it did not work great. I woke up this morning feeling way worse than I did yesterday, and now I'm just tearing up constantly. I don't know what the correlation is, but it wasn't this bad until after I started taking those eye drops. So, I mean, it was bad, but now it's like hurting and I'm tearing up constantly. So, no eye drops like my eyeball. Oh, you may not have been here right when I was talking about it. 2 days ago now, I had my eye started hurting in the corner, which is a thing that happens, and usually it happens for a few days and then it disappears, you know. Usually I touch my eye, maybe, you know, I'm either cleaning something or I touch something I shouldn't touch my eyes. You know, it's just what it is, right? But that was fine. I went to bed, woke up yesterday, and was like, man, my eye's killing me. Kind of sucks. And so I kind of thought I had pink eye, but I had a 10-hour shift yesterday at the job where it's going to be like, well, if I don't show up, then who the hell is going to show up, right? I can't really not go to work. So I was like, all right, I'll just deal with it, right? And that was fine. And then I came home yesterday. Well, it was bothering me to the point where I was like, I'm going to go ahead and go to Walmart real quick and get some eye drops. And then... Wow. Who could have guessed the giant thing? I don't know what I'm saying right now. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. But I got some, like, allergy relief sticks. I talked to my mom, and she was like, it could just be allergies. And I was like, yeah, I guess it could be. Like, I don't feel like it's allergies because I'm not, like, having drainage or anything, but it's, you know, it could be allergies. And then I took that medication. I was like, nah. Well, I woke up this morning and my eye was just matted shut, you know. And I was like, no, I don't think it is. It's very itchy. It's constantly, like, I know this is, like, really gross and not cool to talk about. But it's, like, almost oozing at the moment. It's, like, dripping and... It's not as disgusting as I'm making it sound, but it's pretty bad. Oh, was I supposed to do that, like, all in one go? I thought it just forever worked. I didn't know There we go. I'm playing games if your eyes aren't doing okay. I'm not straining my eyes. My eye, like, my right eye is half open right now. But this game I've played so much, it's like, I don't really need to be, like... You know what I mean? It's not like I'm playing Crash for the first time. It's like, man, I should really be seeing where I'm going. I pretty much know this game. I'm not straining. I was supposed to work today as well, and I called them, and I was like, hey... Because this morning, like I said, it was all pink and gross and stuff, and I was like, man... I said, I will come in if you want me to come in for work. I said, but I'm pretty sure I have pink eye. And they're like, no, we don't want you here. I was like, okay. These are the running shoes. Vicky wears them with scrawny feet to make her run really fast for a limited time. Well played, Banjo. You've learned all the moves in the game. Yeah, I know. I'm just that great. So now we can go back to Freeze Easy and do that. Oh, wait, no. Try it blindfolded? Okay, I didn't say I could do it blindfolded. I said I don't need to see it that much. I just see, like, blobs of color, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I know where I am. It's not even really that bad, either. It's just... Oh! Seizure! Grunty, shut up. Shut up, Grunty. I forgot to grab the shoes first. They did make me do an eye test while I was at the doctor. There was this really sweet lady who was helping me. And then, she was a nurse, right? So she left, and then she came back in there and was like, hey, would you want to do an eye test? And I was like, I guess I can do an eye test. She's like, okay, well, we want to see if it, like, inhibits your vision. I'm like, it is inhibiting my vision. I can't see shit right now. That's like, I'm also not wearing my glasses or anything else. This is just me right now. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to look at anything. This game looks like Super Mario 64 instead of mixed with Crash. When did Crash 1 come out? This was 98 was when Banjo came out. I'm not sure when Crash came out. It may have been earlier, though. It may have been... No, you know what? I do know when it was. It was 96. Never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, this is a lot more inspired by Banjo than it is Crash or something. No, I love Kazooie. I love Tooie more, though. I think I am a Tooie guy, which is... I guess that's a more controversial take. You know, everybody loves Banjo, but Tooie? Oh, come on. Right. This was inspired by Banjo. This is Banjo. Did I say something stupid again? I don't quite understand. I probably said something dumb. come here, dude. You're gonna annoy me. There we go. That's the Jinjo and the Jinjo. And this one is egg. Oh, wait, no, that was too far. Oh, wait, man? You said it was inspired by Banjo. Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Yes, Banjo-Kazooie inspired itself. You know, the universe needed it to exist. And that's the truest form, right? Like, the universe needed this game to exist. So the universe just inspired itself and created it. No, I thought about playing Tui as well. Tui's a long game, though. Like, last night, if my eyes weren't hurting so bad, I probably would have just kept playing. But I was also in a really bad mood last night. I probably shouldn't have been streaming at all. I was just a very depressive state. I was just complaining the entire time. But, Tui is like, I don't know. That's going to take a while to play. I know that game pretty well, but there's also a lot of spots that I've kind of forgotten about. And so I'm like, damn, where am I supposed to go? Which, Tui's rough if you don't have, like, just infinite time to look for stuff. It's like, you really have to be committed to figuring out everything in Tui. Which, once you know it, it feels really nice to be like, how can I break this, right? How quick can I get everything before I have to backtrack? I don't know. Tui is more of a Metroidvania, if you will. I've heard people describe it that way. It's a pretty... I think it's a pretty honest assessment of that. No, you stole my thing. What is Tui? Yes, it's Banjo-Kazooie 2. So the first game is Banjo-Kazooie. The second game is Banjo-Tooie. And at the end of Tui, it says, just wait till Banjo 3E. And then that never happened. And that's why the internet's a sad, depressive state. Okay. But people have wanted a Banjo 3 for years. And yeah. I mean, I don't know if Banjo 3 will ever happen. And if it does, like... Even because everybody says, oh, 3E is actually nuts and bolts. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Nuts and bolts is really its own can of worms. It's a fine game. It's not Banjo-Kazooie. It's really its own kind of beast. Okay, I'm missing something. I'm missing two things. I need to go into Sandy Butt's tomb, and then I gotta go and unlock. That's all connected, right? Let me have my phone over here so I can look at chat. But, so where Kazooie is mostly, like, there's only one spot where I have to backtrack. Like, last night, I got through Freeze Easy Peak, and there's a race. Well, now I have the shoes in this level, so I can go back to that previous level, and I can race him, and I can actually win, right? That's the only form of backtracking in this game you have to do. If you know where everything's at, you can pretty much do everything in one go. Banjo-Tooie asks the player to return to levels a lot, and a lot of levels are interconnected, so I could go from one huge level to another. The stages are a lot bigger. It doesn't run as well on N64 either, but you know, I do think it is like the vision that the team really wanted to take with it, and it's good. It's a good game. I don't think it's like... is it better than Kazooie, I guess is the main question. And no. I think Kazooie is the... Like, you could give this to just about anybody and they could find something to enjoy about it, you know? They wouldn't have to go on a message board and be like, hey, where the hell is this at, you know? I mean, even Donkey Kong 64, I think, while very, very bad with his backtracking, isn't as cryptic as Tooie. In some places, but I think that's like what Tooie wanted to be, you know, and who am I to say that it's better or worse? Actually, I think it's better. So I am the one to say. I did something wrong there, because I should have, there should be a thing there. Or do I have to unlock that somehow? Okay, I was not paying attention. I don't know where this guy's at. Oh, there he is. Only joking, mortal. We can only give you this. Hooray. On the topic of cryptic, Crash Bandicoot 2 is very cryptic with the gems, but Insane Trilogy gives hints. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if, like, you had to collect 100% of everything to get, like, the real ending in Crash 2, or if it was just, like, oh, if you want, like, some games are very mean with, like, oh, you didn't collect all of them, go back and do it again. But I mean, if the Insane Trilogy gives you hints, then maybe I should just pull up, like, a guide of some kind, maybe to help. I usually try to like figuring out games myself, but I guess we'll see when we get there. Did we ever collect all these? We did. There is a randomizer to this game, and it's definitely a randomizer. It's not very easy. It's a little confusing how to even make it all work. Because I watched like a tutorial and I was like, dude, I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand why this is happening. Like, every Jiggy was now replaced with like this giant egg, which broke a couple of things. It was very weird. Okay. I need to get... Whoa, whoa, camera. Nope. I did the wrong thing. There's only 5 games in the entire Banjo-Kazooie franchise, and the last one was to come out in 2008. Because you had Kazooie, Tooie, and then you had the Game Boy one, the Game Boy Advance one, which is a good game. And that's Banjo-Kazooie Gruntilda's Revenge, and that takes place between the first two games. And then you have Banjo Pilot, which is a reskin of Diddy Kong Racing, which never came out. But that game's like online now. It's one of those games that ended up like not going into infamy for too long, but. And then what else? Oh, Nuts and Bolts, and that's pretty much it. And then Banjo kind of disappeared for like years. There's like an Xbox 360 tech demo that they showed off with the Kinect, and some other just stuff. And it wasn't till it was King Sandy Butt. And it wasn't until Smash Ultimate when I do have to focus on this because we'll have to go back in there in a minute, but this should be the rest of the notes. We're close to it, at least. Ooh, nothing! You get nothing! I grabbed that last night. You can like clip and grab it, and it's one of those I don't like to go back and have to do. So I just go ahead and do it when I first see it. But I like to just press all the buttons anyways. Alright. So what do we got left? We got 5 notes. What do we got on the Jiggy total? 8. So we got 2 left. What do we got left? Who wants it? Alright. Oh, I know. I know where they are. Duh. I don't want to die. We'll be smart. We'll sit here and wait. Shit. And immediately I fuck it up. Surely get some health or something. Oh, and this is right here as well. Yeah, let's go find health actually, because with my luck at 95, that would really suck. Oh, shoot. I did that. That was me. That was me. I was trying to press left and I hit it. You ever psych yourself out like that? And then you just go, you know what? I deserve that. Oh, well. I didn't have to stop. I didn't have to do anything. And I was like, you know what? And then here we are. I gotta reconnect it. Actually, you probably don't. It's not that big a deal. It's not like this is going in. I already have 2 completed save files. I don't need to do it again. Just gonna go get Goldie. And get the Jiggies and move on. This is where I was trying to get to. It's a stupid hive. Touch my honey this time and you'll be sorry. Here's your reward, bear. Go be off to cool down. So is this already pressed right here? Okay, now it's pressed. There's something in here. We don't need that. Alright, so... Nope, we missed that. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Did you get the Ethernet cable? You should. It's not lagging. I did get the Ethernet. I have not plugged it in though. And I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the moment. I really do think the issue is that I just usually stream at like fucking midnight, and the internet seems to like not want to do shit at the middle of the night. I don't know if stuff's updating or I don't know. But I did buy an Ethernet cable. Wasn't too much money. I will eventually plug that in because I want to do like streaming on other stuff as well. And also upload and download speeds would just be faster in general if I did it. But yeah, I have that sitting like over there. I just need to actually plug it in. But I'm glad that's not lagging. That's good. Oh. Hey, you did it. Also, great place for that door. Come on in. Oh. I like that I said, oh, I won't go back and get them all, and then here I am, collecting them all again. Why is the YouTube stream only Is this still Sonic got murdered? Bro, that's been days now. Why is this still Sonic got murdered? Hold on. Hold on. No, there's no way. It is Sonic got murdered. Why is that? I changed it yesterday. Should be It's Banjo-Kazooie. Which it was it's Banjo-Kazooie tonight. Which I don't think I changed that on Twitch either. I mean, that's not a big deal. I'm trying to think what could have caused that. I'm not exactly sure why it would have, I don't know. Weird. I guess I'll need to make sure to check that each time. Alright, so what are we doing now? Okay, we need to go up there and see Gobi. And then we need to open that temple thing again. No, give me out of the sand. Oh, really? Look, now they're pissed at me. They're like, hey, what are you doing, bro? I feel kind of bad. I don't know if I will ever... Because I ended up not streaming on YouTube last night. So I only have the video of what I was streaming last night. I feel like that wasn't... I definitely, like, was not in a good headspace last night. So I don't know if I'll ever upload that or not. I feel kind of bad about it, honestly. It isn't a huge deal. Well, I'm gonna go somewhere else. It's like, okay, Gobi, I'll see you later. Also, if you're wondering what's in here, this is the stop and swap. So we get some cool music. But I've already collected all the stop and swap. So if you collect it on one cartridge, it's like that for the entire rest of humanity, I guess. You can't really delete it. But I have all the cool eggs. I guess it'd be the other way, wouldn't it? Yeah, I got all of it. So. But they all have like unique music and stuff, and I think that's really cool. Yo, do you like telling people what? Do you like telling people what you did to Sonic? You killed him? No, that was a game. That was like, I don't know. Sega just uploaded a game on Steam, and it's called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I played halfway through it. It's on YouTube. That one, if you didn't watch it. I guess you may have not been there when I streamed it. I just assume you're always here when I'm playing games. But it was good. It was fine. I did voices for all the characters, and I got it, I think, about halfway through the game, if not a little less. And eventually I was like, dude, my throat hurts. So I was like, hey, whoa, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. But I was doing Vector, you know, and Vector's like, hey guys! And I was hurting my throat by the end of the night. I was like, man, I can't keep doing this. So I quit, and then I took a break, and then the next day, which I guess that was yesterday, I was just not feeling good at all, and I was like, man, I really don't want to do that right now. It's still on my computer, though. I'm sure I will eventually play it. But it was pretty alright. It's like a point-and-click story game. Which is very weird, but I'm definitely feeling myself getting to a bit of a Sonic kick. I kind of want to play through some old Sonic stuff. I love to play Adventure 2. I haven't played Adventure 2 in forever. But, you know, Dreamcast version is definitely the way to go, and I don't have $100 to throw down on Sonic Adventure 2 Dreamcast. I have Adventure 1, though. I have like 5 Dreamcast games. That's like it. where I live, there's like barely anything Saturn, period. There's like a bunch of just Genesis stuff. And then on the rare occasion, you'll see a Dreamcast game. I always find that really interesting because it's like, oh, did people just not like the Dreamcast where I lived when, you know, that was relevant? I might watch the stream, but I prefer watching your stuff fly so I can chat. Oh, it's definitely one of those things where I would put in like my AirPods and just listen to it in the background. But yeah, I mean, if I do it again, or if I continue playing it, if I continue playing it, you know, you may want to know what's happening. Pretty much, it's Amy's birthday, and Amy said, hey, I want to go on a train, and we're going to play Murder Mystery. And everybody's just kind of being nice for Amy's birthday. And then Amy runs off, and so it's just your custom character. I say custom. You get to, like, name him. Just some random guy. And then Tails, and y'all are just going around and basically point and click and stuff. I mean, I guess I could do, like, an easy recap when I go back to it. We were talking about last night, and again, I was being pretty negative on everything. We were talking about how, if you didn't know, there was a spiritual successor to this game called Yooka-Laylee, and that was definitely a video game that I played. I don't know, Yooka-Laylee's fine. It's not that atrocious. I think I was like giving it more shit than it really deserved. But it's just not, like, it's not great. Huh? Anxiety the song. Alright, so what else is there? What have I not all grabbed yet? I have not gone in there. I guess I'll collect everything just because it gets you a slightly different ending. And it'll be kind of funny to be like, look, I've completed this game 3 times all the way through. Wow. Incredible. Not that I'm going to go straight to it. Actually, you know what? I know the answer to that. Never mind. I was going to say, would anybody rather see, like, Donkey Kong 64 as a collectathon after this? Or, like, Banjo-Tooie? But then, I'm kind of doing the Donkey Kong thing on the side right now. I plan on playing Country 2 soon. And probably grabbing a copy of 3. I don't know if I don't know if I'll do Super Nintendo or GBA. Because they're pretty different. Like, level design wise, they're kind of the same, but the music's different. Mini games are different. I don't know. Overall, they're fairly different games. Even the story's a little different. Which I guess all 3 of the Donkey Kong games on GBA kind of have that. But where have I not grabbed notes from yet? I feel like I'm missing something. Get in there. I'm we're still missing one of the honeycomb pieces. Oh. You grab this one, right? Did? We got that. Do we go and grab it though? I guess is the question. Camera. Yeah, looks like we did. No, we didn't. Okay, so that's still up there. What the hell am I missing 12 notes from? We got the notes down here. We've been inside the cheeks. Oh, did I grab the notes in this corner? Yeah, looks like I did. So the game you're mentioning is Yooka-Laylee? Yes. Yooka-Laylee was the spiritual successor made by a lot of the same devs who made Banjo back in the day and stuff. But it's just not a great game. It doesn't feel like they were really passionate about what they were making. It felt like they had an idea for a game, and then halfway through they wanted to do something else, and then they realized they couldn't. This is kind of the feeling I get from it, anyways. And I want to say I've heard other people say the same, but I don't know who I'm quoting exactly. We got stuff in Sandy Butt. I'm pretty sure we've done this already. But Yooka-Laylee has... I was showing something last night. Yeah, we already did this. We literally just did that. I was talking about how I like the music, or I like 2 songs in Yooka-Laylee. I think there's like a few good songs. But when you have such a huge lineup of musicians, you have Grant Kirkhope, which did all the music in this game. You have David Wise, who did the Donkey Kong soundtrack. He did, Dinosaur Planet soundtrack. He's done so much, and his music's great. And I'm really missing something right now. I'm not exactly sure. We've been in the water, middle of Sandy Butt. There's no notes in here though, because this is the maze. 12 notes. Where the hell would 12 notes just be lying around? And this is the beginning. Man, I feel really dumb. When I figure it out, I'm gonna be like, oh, you idiot. Flippin' idiot. Yeah, these things are just... Come on. Grab those. Okay, alright, we're gonna do the math here. Inside Jinx, we got all the ones inside the Jinx. We got everything that's in there, that's the snake. Right here, that is Sandy Butt. We did Sandy Butt. Did I grab the stuff at the bottom of the pool? I'm like 99% sure we did. This door is still open because we did that. Did we? Maybe we didn't. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Oh, here's some. There's no way that's going to be all the notes, though. Oh. Which means there's still 6 notes somewhere. Oh, boy. So I fucking check everything. ukulele for Switch. No, no, do not get the Switch version. No, do not. Don't get the Hat in Time for Switch either. You gotta look up everything for Switch, and that's really sad. I think that's like where Nintendo faltered. Is like when I have to look up, hey, which game console should I get a certain game for? Like, I feel like you failed as a company. Because I shouldn't have to do that, you know. If you pick up a game on like the GameCube, you go, oh, which one's the best? Like, obviously the Xbox is gonna have the best versions of games, but you can probably do any of them. But with like the Switch, you always have to be cautious about what you buy on that platform. But yeah, ukulele on, I mean, it's fine. It has some of the most atrocious, ridiculous load times though, and it's very pixely. It runs at like 30 instead of 60. This is the only place I haven't like thoroughly checked, but I swear there's something in here. Oh, there are notes in here, you imbecile. Wait. Oh no. No, you can't do this to me. You can't. You can't. So there's 2 notes somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. Where did the 2 notes be? Honestly, don't recommend getting ukulele at all. Like, it's not even that I don't recommend ukuleles. Or like the Switch version. I don't recommend ukulele really at all. You'd be better off getting. I mean, honestly, if you have a Switch Online, get Banjo-Kazooie on Switch Online. That should be what you're doing instead of ukulele. There's really no point in getting that game. Now, Impossible Layer runs well on Switch. I think it's like it looks fine. It looks really decent for Switch. I guess what I'm trying to say is it doesn't look bad for Switch. Load times are fine, all that. You probably get on other platforms then, it probably would look better. But that's what I have Impossible Layer on, and that is a much, much, much better game than the original ukulele. But I was shown on stream yesterday, like, I saw this image of like a redesign of ukulele, and it looks so much better than the characters that they ended up going with. What could I possibly be missing? It tells me maybe in here, like I missed 2 notes in one of the corners, maybe? No, okay, these. How embarrassing. He doesn't even know where his notes are. I hear you, dude. Shut up. I don't need you anymore. Notes in here. Oh, that's right, you don't like the Switch Online thing. Yeah, I mean, Banjo-Kazooie is not an expensive game if you have an N64 lying about. I mean, that's what I'm playing it on right now, is the N64. It's also on Rare Replay, which you can also do. You can also just play it on emulator. I mean, there's plenty of places to actually play Banjo-Kazooie, but there's not like a superior way to play it. I still think the original is like a great way to. Is something in the water? They put something in the water. I was talking about how I like Ivory Towers theme. I think that's a good song. I like David Wise's, I don't know what it's called in the final, but it's some jungle theme. I think you just call it Jungle 1 during the games like development. And that's kind of what I remember it as. It's just Jungle 1. That's a great song. But man, most of the songs that Grant did was very boring. And what I was explaining yesterday is that Grant also worked on Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And the music in that game is fantastic. It's so good. So I don't know if it was like almost burnt out, but it doesn't feel like really any of the composers really liked what they were doing. One of them did all the minigame music, and I really disliked the minigame music. I think he was like up in a tree somewhere, right? Oh, stupid. How have I fucked up this hard where I don't even know where 2 notes are? This is insane. I've been everywhere. Because you're not in the maze. I know you're not in the maze anywhere. I think. So I think I died at... Anxiety. Feather. Something in there. Jinjo. I have like one more thought that maybe there's 2 at the top of this little thing here. Do you know how to fix the bright screen glitch for N64? I don't know what you mean by bright screen glitch. Doesn't look like there's any notes up there. Look, you know what? I feel like I've been at this for long enough. It's kind of embarrassing. I really am bored. I'm so bored of doing this. I don't know where the other 2 must be. I don't know. How do you miss just 2 notes? How? You have to really try to miss 2 notes. If I hadn't died, we'd be fine, because I knew where everything was before. Tell you what, you know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna leave. We're gonna peace out. And then maybe sometime in the future, if it matters, I'll come back and I'll finish collecting everything. But I'm so tired of messing with that. Whoa, your best note score is 98. You depressed little child. Please get out of the sand, thank you. Oh, I can't explain it. It's just a glitch where the screen gets bright due to my TV being too new, even though... Okay, so... I mean, every TV interprets stuff differently. So, alright, step 1. What cables are you using? Step 2. Do you have a upscaler? Because I use a RetroTink. RetroTink originals are fairly cheap now, and if all you're using is for N64, like... really basic stuff, they're fine. You have to have a mini HDMI, which works fine. You just have to buy one of those cables. They also have what do they have on their website? I think it's just like Retro Tink Mini. I think is what they're called. So like, I'll look it up. Hold up. Retro Tink. Due to health reasons, our store has limited service right now. We're only shipping Retro Tink 5X units for fulfillment. Wow. Oh. Well. Interesting. They have. Oh God, everything's out of stock. Oh my goodness. Whoa. What's going on here? The Retro Tink 5X is $300, which I'd love to get one of those. I don't have $300 sitting around though. We'll just do that. Keep the kids entertained. But let's see if you can come across. I'm sure you can just Google on Amazon or something. But they have these. These are Retro Tink 2X Minis. They go for $90. The Retro Tink Classics they don't sell anymore. They haven't sold them in a while. But you could probably come across those. So those are the ones that use the mini HDMI. 2X Pro is what I'm using, and that goes on their website for $129, which that has component. So the N64 does not natively support component video. You can mod it, but I don't know. I'm really bad at soldering, and I couldn't bring myself to take and because first off, you have to like buy a little chip, and then you have to get the wires, and I couldn't imagine bringing that to like a tech store and being like, hey, could you guys follow this tutorial and solder this for me? Thanks. I don't think people don't really do that. So it's like, you know, S-Video looks just about the same. So I don't even remember what website it was. I think it was Industrial something. You can look up N64 S-Video, right? I mean, you want to get a nice one, because from what I understand, there's some really, like, the ones on Amazon are kind of awful. But S-Video works fine. It actually looks really nice. This is what I'm using right now, and it's very sharp. In comparison to my composite, it's pretty night and day. But composite on its own doesn't look just horrible, right? It looks fine. The best way I can explain it is like 2D HUD elements that are supposed to be flat sometimes don't correctly, like, because there's so much noise and composite. Noise is like, basically, I don't even know how to explain noise. It looks a little off. You can look up video comparisons. Who is the group who always does really good comparison stuff? I think it's just, if I go to YouTube real quick. N64 HDMI comparison. Right here, My Life in Gaming. Look up My Life in Gaming N64. They have one right here where it's like RGB mod for the N64 stuff. But they kind of go through all that really, really well. And that's kind of where I learned a lot of stuff. But My Life in Gaming is really, really solid. And they'll give you like a pretty honest answer on stuff. And they do good comparisons as well to kind of... Hey buddy, you want to race me? Yes, I do want to race you. Here, I do want to race you. Oh, sometimes I skip over text I shouldn't. Okay, buddy, here's the rules. We know the rules. One bite, that's the rules. Is it one slice or one bite? I don't remember how it goes. And this is the only time I have to backtrack to an old level. This entire game. Where Chewie, that's kind of the main thing. Whoa. Oh shit. Dude, I'm trying. You knocked me off the path. Oh, boo-hoo. Shut up. There we go. But if it's worth it to you, so like for me, I have my Sega Genesis and my Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo? That sounded really right when it came out, and then I said it, and that's like so wrong. My Super Nintendo. They are both running through Component, and it looks really solid. I also went out of my way to get a one-chip model of the Super Nintendo, so it looks really sharp. That's what I'm getting at. But you don't have to do all that, you know. I think just a regular RetroTink plugged in through stuff is gonna look way better than anything, unless you're running off like an actual old, you know, old tube TV, old CRT. That's the only time things are gonna look better, and it's really a decision. You want to see something? I don't know how this is gonna come across on stream, by the way. If I stand right here, right? Let's look at something visually interesting. Where's the snowman at? Okay, if I do this, where's my tank at? Hold on. That smooths it. If I hit it again, you get these disgusting, horrible, awful scan lines. Now, I like scan lines just as much as the next guy, but especially for like compressed video and stuff, it doesn't look very nice. I'm looking at my capture thing and it looks really awful. My TV looks better, but they're so dark. They're so dark on the old TV. I've heard the 5X is way better. But again, that's all up to you. Do you like the look of old CRTs? Is that what your aesthetic of gaming is? Some games like what's the best example? Super Mario RPG, right? Super Nintendo uses scan lines to its advantage, right? Because everything looks super 3D, but if you take it and just plug it in through like a RetroTink, it looks kind of bad. But that comes down to the game itself, you know. The people who were making those games were like, hey, this is what we have to do to make, you know, to make these visuals look good. So it kind of just comes down to personal preference. Do you like scan lines? Do you not? Do you... How much do you care about the visuals? Because for me, this looks great. This is about all I need for my N64. Is like, it's sharp, it's not blurry, the colors aren't oversaturated. You know, but there are way cheaper upscalers if you want to do that will fix the colors, but it may just not look as good. I'm gonna say yes, because I think a lot of people like Super Mario RPG. That's not one I've played though. That's on my backlog. At some point I will play Super Mario RPG, because I would love to go through all the Mario RPG games. Because Super Mario RPG came out, right? And then Nintendo wanted more. And then Square was like, nah, we're gonna go to PlayStation. So then then Nintendo was like, all right, we gotta do. Okay, so they made Paper Mario basically. It was originally called Super Mario RPG 2, but it was that was like the sequel to Super Mario RPG. It was Paper Mario. So you had Paper Mario, then you had the Thousand-Year Door, and while the Thousand-Year Door was going on, you also had the other subset of RPGs, which was what was that called? Mario and Luigi. So, you know, that kind of splits off into its own path. And then they collided back on the 3DS, back when both series had kind of gone way worse. Oh, wait. There's something up. There's something further than that, right? I'm not crazy on that. There's something else over here. It's like, how do you get the second secret? We'll go punch in all the secrets and the castle later. The sand castle. I don't plan on doing the puzzles though, because the puzzles are stupid annoying in this one. Tooie has way better puzzles than Kazooie did. And Tooie the required, where in Kazooie it's just bonus. That was it? Or was that... I think I just completely missed the main point of that right there. Let me do that one more time. Oh, I goofed that. Dang. No, there's nothing up here. I thought there was like a switcher for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Oh well. Super Mario RPG has really good music, though. It's got really good music. I do have like a few complaints about the music, but overall, I think that game's really solid. I've tried to play it like once before, and I died, and I didn't realize I mean, that was on me, right? I was younger back then, but I was like, man, I just lost my entire 2 hours of gameplay, you know, because I didn't save the game, because I don't know why I thought the game would autosave for me or be more lenient on its functions. And so I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to start the entire game over. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good for now. So that's something to keep in mind, I suppose. Just make sure you save. Save and save often. Alright, so now to Mad Monster Mansion. Which is not this way. How do you get the Mad Monster? It's through this door, right? So this takes you to the lava room. No, it does not. That's through Grunty's mouth. I love this stage. It's probably one of the best stages. Oh, shut up. We can't go there yet. Oh. I think I've asked this before, but I'm noticing that my OBS is every once in a while just going black. Is that showing up on stream as well? Because if so, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. So I don't know if that's my capture card or what. Because it could just be OBS goofing off. Oh, great. Okay. I mean, it seems to be working fine elsewhere. I don't know why that happens. Hooray! We already got the stop and swap that stuff, though. Do you know what stop and swap is, or do I need to explain what stop and swap is? Because it's pretty interesting. I think it's like a really cool concept. There's a little guy under here, but you can't get it yet. Come back as Pumpkin. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna have to leave sometime soon, so I can go pick up my eye drops, because that will be, that'll be nice. So stop and swap is, so if I go into my totals, right? So this is stop and swap. So this is not supposed to be here. Usually you don't see any of these. And I mean, there's tons of videos on YouTube discussing it. And all the lore, and what about all the secrets, and what do you think everything could mean? But, pretty much what it was, Rare had an idea, a good idea, that when you pulled out, so at least, and I don't know if this is just like hearsay, and so then it's become fact, or if it actually was fact that Nintendo had changed the way the N64 was made. But in the initial releases of the N64, you could take out your cartridge, plug it back, right? So you take out your cartridge while the console was still on, and the game would just crash. Well, you had about 10 seconds of memory still on the console. They realized if you did that, they could have it set up where, let's say, they have another Rareware game, right? Come here, buddy. So let's say, so the idea was going to be that Banjo-Tooie would have some kind of code, right? So Banjo-Tooie would say, okay, are you ready to stop and swap? So the game would set up, you would take out the cartridge, you would put in Banjo-Kazooie, the original, and hit reset. And the game would unlock the special eggs in certain spots of the game. And you would get like a little cutscene, and the cutscene would show where the eggs were, and you just had to go and collect them. And then, after you collected them, you would take out the game again and put in Banjo-Tooie and swap it back. And then you would have those eggs in Banjo-Tooie. It's basically what you can do with like a lot of games have, I don't know, like they use memory cards, you know? They check your memory, like Metal Gear Solid checks your memory. And it's like, oh, you like this game. Well, it was basically that, but before, you know, because Banjo-Kazooie just saves its stuff to the cartridge. So I don't know why Rare decided to do it this way, but they did, and it's a little funky. But Donkey Kong 64 was going to come out and have access to it, so there was going to be some kind of special stuff. So like the ice key, if you put in cheat codes in Donkey Kong 64, the ice key, which is, you know, this thing right here, the ice key would have worked in Donkey Kong 64 somewhere, but most of that code has been taken out. There are like little hints to it, but somebody at Rare even posted the picture that Nintendo, or the letter Nintendo sent to them saying, hey, this is cool, we love your ambition, you can't do this. And so they were like, why don't you just use a cheat code system? And Rare was pretty upset. Also, this is Captain Black Eye. Captain Black Eye was part of Project Dream, which is what Banjo-Kazooie was originally supposed to be, before they changed directions into this game. But he was the villain also. What was that? I've never had that kind of interaction before. I don't know if that even came across, but like I jumped after I ran off. I will never be able to do that again. At least I'm on video. I don't know how the hell I did that. It was like a run and a Like I turned sideways. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, there were apparently, I was listening to, I think it was DK Vine talk about it. I think they said there were supposed to be 6 games that worked with Stop and Swap on the N64. Even Grab by the Ghoulies talked about Stop and Swap in one of the levels, which I knew that one. So we're gonna sneak in, steal that. Grunty's gold, how it shined. Shown, now she'll be mad. Now it's gone. Yes, I'm mad, my boo. I'll put up your useless. I can't read. Hooray! We did it! Congratulations. But Banjo-Kazooie was going to use it, Donkey Kong 64, and then there's speculation about what other games could have done it. Also, look at that old render of Mumbo. Mumbo. It's kind of cool. And why is it in here in Gruntilda's place? Isn't that spooky? I bet we can make a whole YouTube video about the mystery of Mumbo Jumbo. I really do enjoy watching videos like that, though. They're just like one tiny bit of a game. Let's just explore everything about it. They're good podcast kind of videos to listen to. Should be everything in here. Yeah. Oop. Stop and Swap seems like a very cool idea. It's sad to hear it wasn't used. Yeah, and Rare didn't talk about it though. Like the thing was, they talked about it when Banjo-Kazooie came out, and in screenshots for Donkey Kong 64, we could see there was like a. We could talk about it for like 5 seconds, I'm sure. Here, let's do this again. Round 2, right here. Not that one. This one. Banjo was in the corner right here. That's all this was. And then this little cutscene here was found in the final game. So this is like an early screenshot from like a beta build. But this little cutscene right here, the camera would just pan over to where the ice thing used to be. It would fade. And then you'd be just pointed in this room in Donkey Kong 64, which is way, way, way later in the game. So, I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. Here, if I set this here, I should be able to use that just fine. And then I can, yeah, like that. And then I can go do things. I don't have to worry about people seeing my stuff. Anyways. So, but there's other Rare games that could have connected to it, you know, but we just don't know what. Jet Force Gemini came out soon after Donkey Kong 64, and obviously Jet Force didn't have any kind of stop and swap capabilities. So, oh no, hey, back off. Here. So obviously stop and swap wasn't going to be one of those games, but you know, 12 Tales could have had stop and swap in it, but we don't know. Donkey Kong 64 obviously was supposed to have it. There's code in the game that says Ice Key. And that cutscene mixed with that old screenshot probably proves it. Banjo-Tooie obviously was going to have it. And the way they got around it, because Nintendo was like, hey, you can't do this anymore, was they just put N64. I gotta do this jump. I can do this. I've done this before. Oh, that was way off. Dang, dude. You have like 2 jumps to make it off that. But Rare did. I'm not gonna do that. Oh well. But Rare did not, and I mean did not talk about stop and swap. After Nintendo told them they couldn't do it anymore, they're like, oh shit, and they just never spoke about it ever again. And so it became this huge mystery. And after they were bought by Microsoft, with Grab by the Ghoulies, there was a spot in the mansion that you're in that says the secret to stop and swap, and it has like instructions and stuff on it. Like they just teasing people. It's really interesting. but they finally, I guess, acknowledged it after years and years. Yeah, pretty much everything Rare made had this, like, not only were their games really good, full of charm and stuff, but they were so secretive, it made things even harder. And then they would reference the secrets all the time, like the Captain Black Eye thing right here. This is nobody and the lore. Banjo-Tooie has Captain Black Eye in it, but he looks a little different. But technically, he's in there. But like, he's just a drunken old sailor. There's nothing really to him. So the fact that, like, Rare would just continuously tease their old work is really weird. No, actually, there's a screenshot of the old Banjo-Kazooie build, back when it was just called Banjo-Kazoo, and it was like a 2.5D game, because this is like a 3D game, right? So it's like a 2.5D, kind of like, I don't know, like Kirby 64, if you will. And there's a screenshot of that in Banjo-Kazooie's house. Like, you can just see it, but for years, people didn't know what that screenshot actually was, and somebody finally was just like, actually. And, like, that's just so random. Amazing. We did it. Hooray. There's nothing here anymore, but hooray. But there are people who have talked about it way more than I have, and people who are way more knowledgeable about it. So if you're interested in that, I definitely just recommend, like, watching, I don't know. I don't even know who I recommend watching. Just kind of look online, see who fits your vibe, and see what they have to say on it. Because, I mean, there's not a whole lot more than what I have to say, but they probably go into more detail about it. But I think that's what, like, captivated me. Because as a kid, first off, I couldn't play these games. I didn't have a way to play them. So not only were these people talking about, like, this elusive game lore that used to be a Nintendo property that's no longer a Nintendo property and stuck on Microsoft and blah, 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 blah. There's also, like, as many games that they put out, there's also that many games they never did. Or that many ideas that never made it way to market. And there's just all these hints, you know? I mean, Donkey Kong 64 has so much unused content, it's unreal. Because that game, like, kind of started out as its own thing, and then eventually became what it is now, but that was supposed to be more of a 2.5D game as well. A more traditional Donkey Kong game. And then they just, for whatever reason, could not get it to work, I guess, and so they, Oh no. Oh no. But the most recent thing I've been watching was something on I say new. Back in 2015, apparently they were making a, not Rare, I think it was Vicarious Visions, the Crash Bandicoot guys. No! They were making a Donkey Kong game, actually. And then that got canceled, but apparently Nintendo was pretty happy with it, and that's why there hasn't been a Donkey Kong game in, like, 8 years, 9 years or something. Because that was supposed to be the next Donkey Kong game, and then they canceled it. But it had Pauline in it. Again, this is all, like, factual rumors, right? So, like, it's not been confirmed, but technically, you know, it's correct. But it had, like, Pauline in it, and it had Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and they were, apparently, it was a open 3D game. It was going to be, like, Donkey Kong 64, but without all the weird collectible stuff. It's going to be a more traditional 3D Donkey Kong game, which is interesting. But pretty much everything Rare touched turned to gold, and I think that's why so many people, you know, really just love their games, you know? Oh, I got that one. Oh, come on. Bruh. Thank you. And that's Grant Kirkhope's voice saying thank you. And apparently Nintendo thought he was saying fuck you. Look at all this useless information. It's pretty cool though. Bruh. Thank you. Wait, so what are we gonna do now? Yeah, up here. But this whole song, like, there's a really early version of this song that comes from. Oh wait, no, stop. It comes from like the Project Dream era, where Gruntilda was a giant instead of being the witch, and this was her theme song pretty much. Oh no, okay, we gotta get back. But sometimes I'll just pop on, like, I'm like, I'm in the mood to listen to some Banjo-Kazooie music, and I'll listen to it, and I'm like, you know what, I want to switch it up. I'm going to listen to the beta soundtrack. I'm just bored. Oh no. Wait, I'm sorry, did we make it or not? Wait. Okay, we're in though. That's fine. But like, this is also super giant. Maybe to reference it. I don't know. Or it could just been a artistic, you know, thing. I just find game development really interesting, and it just so happens that Rare has some of the most interesting game development, period. Can you please come here? Can you please come here? Bro, okay, fine. You want to stay there? That's fine. Oh, now you want to play? There you go. I may look up in a minute that song just so everybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. But Grant, like years ago, just uploaded a bunch of the prototype. Basically everything that he made for Dream or Banjo-Kazooie that didn't make it. Yeah, I know. The Xbox version messes this up. Every note is the same note instead of it being like dynamic. Now, somebody in the Discord today be like, you know, I just realized that I was watching your video this whole time. I was like, for the Dinosaur Planet Let's Play. They're like, I've been using you as a guide. I was like, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah, I just saw the thing go black again. And I saw it go black on Twitch and YouTube. Dang. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's doing that. I don't know, maybe it's a software update. I don't even know if you can update the capture cards or not. I imagine you can. But I have been thinking about maybe playing Dinosaur Planet again. Just because it has been a few months. But if I did, it would probably... I also would find game development interesting. I did too when I was a kid. I say kid. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I love to make my own game at some point. But that's such a process. It's not super easy. And you do one of two things, right? You either work for a big company and you don't get to make fun decisions, you just work, right? Got hot? Or you go indie and you just hope your game makes it big, right? And that's, I don't know, to me that sounds so stressful. Either way, it's like, okay, it's my own ambition, which usually my ambition doesn't last forever. Or I'm working for somebody else and their vision. You know what I mean? Like, if I could go back in time and work for Rare, when they were still with Nintendo and stuff, I totally would have. Because all of this seems like so much fun. You hear the stories that the dev team have talked about, and how much they... It's kind of disturbing him just saying there. But I just want this. If I could be a fly on the wall. There's that one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I overshot that. I was trying to hit it because if you do a ground pound, well, I'll show. If you do a ground pound, like. Which, I mean, we're not high enough to take damage anyways. But if you do this, and you just kind of float off, you won't take damage when you hit the ground. But I totally overshot that. Because we won't come back in here anyways, it doesn't matter. Kazooie's little chicken legs. I used to play this, you know, back when I lived with my parents. And I'd have either my brother or my mom or whoever walk and be like, what am I hearing right now? It's like, she's like, what are you playing? Okay, we don't want to go pumpkin yet. There we go. Let me get back to the stage thing. I'm gonna look up that early song. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so you got this.
Inspect all of them in one click.
Loud. Because I have the YouTube really low. Now that looks like it's about good. Ha! Alright, go enjoy yourself. No, 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 no. No, where is this one? It's a giant? Yeah, that's close, though. No. Watch me not be able to find this now. I mean, this is it, but there's like a better one. Yeah, here it is. Right. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting that they decided that they wanted to, or that Grant just reused music. Again, that's a lot of stuff that, you know, if you want to look it up yourself, you totally can. But what time is it? Oh man, it's already 3:30. Where are we at on this? We got 70. About more than halfway. Okay, I know what I need to do next. After this one, I'm probably gonna hop off though, because I gotta go pick up stuff. Get my eye hopefully better. Isn't that sweet though? He's like, I gotta go now. I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later. Like, man, I'm nobody compared. You know, like whatever you want to do, man. This content is for you. You know, it's the whole point. I will say though, Crash of the Titans. Like, maybe okay. If this dude is so excited to see somebody play Crash of the Titans, maybe it's that good of a game, right? Maybe I'm the one who's missing out, you know? Maybe I should be the one who's playing Crash of the Titans. I gotta keep my fans happy, right? What did Crash of the Titans even come out on? I mean, I guess it came out on everything, right? Grab those. There's no point in doing that. Where's Jay? Where's the other A at? Oh, come on. I was on here. K-A... Z... O... Dang, I'm gonna fail this, aren't I? O... O-I-E's right there. O... I... Shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we can do this. Bam. That's right. Alas, the puzzle is solved. Take this thing. I'm leaving this gloomy shed. We'll say Chris really seems to like his Crash Bandicoot. I should ask him. If he pops up again, I'll be like, hey man, why is Crash your favorite? What about Crash makes you just so giddy? I gotta know. I guess the same thing could be asked, like, why I like Rare games so much, you know, and it's just the charm. The charm. But I could also say, you know, it mostly comes down to just the people. I think the people who made these games just seem so interesting. Like, I don't know. Like just living in the 90s and, you know, just doing your own shit and having like a giant company just really support you behind it. Up until they didn't. It's like destroying the Beatles. Just kidding. I know nothing about the Beatles. But I shouldn't need anything in here right now. I think it's time to go pumpkin. I'm pretty sure. And then we should be just about done with this level. I should try to get more health though. There's none. Do you know what? I got a roommate though, and they're really into PlayStation. You know, I think they both are. I'm kind of the odd one out, honestly. Like I grew up with a PS2, but it wasn't, you know. Oh, it's just a photo. But I had like really shitty games for the PS2, so like, I don't know. Umanaka! Ah, Mumbo, proud of this one. You look delicious. You look delicious. Hey, where you going, you big monkey? It's like 3:40. I'll be okay. I don't know when the pharmacy closes, but I can't imagine I'm gonna close at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock for that matter on a Monday. Ooh, what am I missing? Wait, there's a slot somewhere you can go into, and then there's like that little room. I was listening to the Smash Bros. Rendition of this song, and it's so good. Actually, we should probably do upstairs first before we do that, because then we're going to have to go back around. Happy landings. Disgusting. I cannot believe you went in there. Now wash your hands, filthy bear. I'm a potato. Actually a pumpkin, but I'm a potato. And here's that. Bum, 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 bum. And then that should be everything for up here. If I'm not mistaken, this is nothing, right? Oh, that's where we literally just were. Okay. Oh, my stinking bathroom's beating again. The ghost in the bathroom. We should give him a name. Maybe one day I will give the ghost in my bathroom a name. Call him like Jared or something. Gerard the ghost. Okay, I'm missing something because we have where are we at? There's like one more jiggy. All right. We got the toilet. We got the I know where it is, duh. Stupid. It's gonna be over here. There we are. 100% of this level. Well, maybe besides the most that 98, 99, and 100. You found all 100 notes in this world. What? That's crazy. And then we can go pick up the... I'll go talk to Cheeto. And then I'm probably gonna hop off here. For now anyways, because I do need to go get my stuff so my eye can maybe start recovering, because holy crap, it's like getting heavier as I speak. It's getting worse. Alright, so I know there's stuff over there I gotta do. I gotta change the water level. I should have done that first. I should have done that before I went into the level, but oh well. You think Mr. Chris could have seen what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the retro tank, or you think he couldn't see that as well? I wonder. I just have to look back later at the recording. Hello, Cheeto. All right, so got that cheat. Cool. All right, the only other thing I gotta do is go change the water level. I'll probably get into Rusty Bucket Bay and I'll probably pause it and just leave it running because I shouldn't be gone too long. Gone for maybe like 30 minutes. Dang. Oh no, we fell into the pizza pasta. Alright, so we need to go over here. That way Mumbo will be like, hey, you can't walk that way. Oh, we got another new follower. Thank you, whoever that is. I appreciate it. I should have a way to, like, where it pops up so I can, like, see. Because right now I can't see who's subscribed or anything like that. I won't know until after I'm done streaming. I want to have a little notification so maybe people can... You know, give people a reward. It's like a reward. It's like a reward. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't even think about... Oh, you gotta be pumpkin to get in there. Oh. So I'm gonna have to walk all the way. Alright, we'll do that and then I'll hop off. Dude, oh no. Oh, somebody's texting me. Oh. I'll text her one second. Does that make me awful to like read a message and not like immediately respond? Just give me 5 seconds. My girl just texted me. It's like, I see you're busy. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm playing banjo. Super busy. Super uber duper busy. She's probably watching. If she's... You know what? Actually, if she's not watching and she doesn't hear that, you know? That's on her. That's her problem. That's not my problem. That's her problem. Umanakas! Oh, we got another text. I'm watching your ass. Well, then why are we texting each other? Dang. Well, then if you're watching, I'll call you in like 5 minutes, okay? Unless you're still at work. Choking on my own spit. My eye is like tingling right now. I should really go get this taken care of. The doctor was like, "Is it giving you a headache?" Yes, yes it is. Mumbo, what the hell you doing here, bro? Oomanookers. No, 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 no. Dude, come on. Do it again. Okay, dude. I was just trying to roll away and the game said, "You want to transform again?" I bet you do. And there's the water. It has risen. And then I shouldn't have to transform back. I should be able to just leave, right? No, but I go back. Well, this is probably a good place to stop. So, it's been just over 2 hours. So, I'll probably just hop off here. And I'm not sure when I'll hop back on, but... that seems about good. Cool beans. Alright, I'll be back. See y'all.